Peace and blessings. I just want to continue on what I usually make my content about, which is spiritual warfare and the correlation between, narcissism and, being a demonic vessel, agent of Satan, NPC, agent for the kingdom of darkness. It's a new year. It's upon us. Today I just want to talk about, strongholds. The devil's busy. He's always busy. He's like a roaring lion seeking to devour and conquer. So we went into this new year, enter it with the mindset of being your cross to 110%, standing firm on everything that you spiritually collected through Yahweh from last year, enhancing it, continuing it. Because what the devil does once a new year starts, he revises things. He collects data. Every year he collects data on you spiritually, what attacks worked, which ones didn't. He revises his plans. Because once you get through a certain amount of spiritual warfare and you get to the position where you are able to attain your blessings from Yahweh, the devil has to revise. That's what the new seasons is about. That's what New Year is about. It's about God having blessings for you and the devil seeking to distract you, to deter you, and to block you from them. You have to understand this. You have to be spiritually aware of this. You have to understand it. So think back, on every spiritual attack you went through last year. Which ones worked, which didn't. And revise them in your head as well. Beat the devil at his own game. Me personally, every spiritual attack that was sent my way last year, none of them stuck. I believe the devil has to revise a whole different game plan towards me. A lot of demonic agents that were sent in my life years prior, our ties have been severed. It is the season, where I should enter into receiving my blessings. But I also have to be weary as well. Because with new levels, it's new devils. So it means new demonic agents to send, to deter you. The devil wishes to link you spiritually with someone that is of his kingdom, of the kingdom of darkness. When you are chosen, when you are the light of this world. Because he cannot enter your vessel because you are God's vessel. So he has to link you with someone that is of his kingdom. The devil sent me many various agents in my life. That's how I know my spiritual importance is a great deal. The kingdom of light. It was many. It was various demonic agents sent in my life to deter me, to connect me, to link me with themselves. But God counteracts that. God seeks to sever those ties, but he just wants you to do the groundwork to sever them yourself as well. God will show you why you should sever those ties, but he leaves it for you to choose whether you want to sever them or not, to spiritually understand the reasons and importance of it. Excuse me. When you lie with a woman out of wedlock, you receive her blessings, but you also receive her curses, and vice versa. And if she's a demonic agent, that is a spiritual tie, that's a soul tie, which can be broken through time, but it will block your blessings. It will hinder you momentarily. For man and woman, excuse me. I don't want to be, seem like I'm being sexist, because women can be chosen as well. But I'm a male, so I predominantly speak for males in that sense. But when you lie with a woman, that is creating a soul tie. That's a covenant between you, her, and God. But it can also be demonic if she's of the kingdom of darkness. The devil will send you his agents when they are in their period of changing, when they are momentarily in a spirit of change. Their demons are dormant. And that's when he will link you with them. Because the devil doesn't want us to get to our blessings. He doesn't want us to live comfortable. He doesn't want us to be on our purpose. He doesn't want us to shine. He seeks to make us a demonic vessel. But we are chosen. We're the light of this world. We cannot become a demonic vessel. So he has to link you with one. Or many, in some cases, like mine. Many. Whether it's through family, work associates, your friend group, intimate relationships. He has to link you with somebody of the kingdom of darkness. That is the game plan. You must not allow it. You have to understand, you have to realize the things that the devil does. It's trickeries, it's smoke and mirrors. The word called is narcissism. But in the Bible, it is having a legion of demons, legion of spirits to your vessel, that plague you, that cause your physical damnation. That is the spiritual parallel to that. And when the devil links you, if you allow him, like I did in the past, like many of us have did in the past, unbeknownst to what we're doing spiritually, when you link yourself with an agent of Satan, it blocks your blessings momentarily. But it also teaches you things. You gain spiritual experience. You gain spiritual tolerance. You gain experience to the ways and the tactics of the kingdom of darkness. You have to look at it like that. Once you're in your season of blessings being blocked, deterred, momentarily, use it as experience. Study the kingdom of darkness, like I did, like others have. Take your authority back from the devil. And once you get to the moment that you're to receive your blessings, you'll be ready. But only God knows. You have to lean on God's understanding when it is your time. But until then, study the kingdom of darkness. Beat them at their own game. They seek to study you, learn you. Beat them at their own game, which I have done, which others have done. This is warfare. This is spiritual warfare. The kingdom of darkness is not as strategic as they believe, as they portray. Because they're carnal minds, they're animalistic minds, they're reprobated minded. They're not as strategic as they may believe. It's easy to decipher, to see through, to study, to gain knowledge from the tactics that the devil throws at you. But it is up to you to go through your spiritual warfare and use it for that specific reason and not be hindered by it. Like I've done, like others have done in the past. You have to lean on the stronghold that you would build with Yahweh spiritually through those times. Get through it. Like I have done, like others have done. I've built so many spiritual strongholds for the kingdom of light that spiritual warfare against me is, I would dare to say, null and void. Witchcraft is null and void in my life. It has no effect on me. Spiritual ties that I had, demonically are severed. Things take a while to manifest in the physical from the spiritual, but once it does, I'll be on my way to my blessings. It's because I chose to bear my cross. It's because I did not give up on God. I did not curse God. I didn't blame God. I blamed myself. And I chose to better myself spiritually, which you must do, which others must do. Bearing a cross. You have to take the strongholds that God has blessed you with, whatever gift He's blessed you with, the gift of discernment, the gift to see visions, whatever it may be, and use those gifts, those God-given talents, to beat the devil in this warfare. And also, this new year is set to begin. And these demonic strongholds that you had in your life, cut ties with those. Me, myself, I'm in my late 20s. I still lust after women. I do not lie with them. I haven't lied with women in, about to be a year, in a few months. But I do still lust for them I love women. I appreciate women. I'm attracted to women. But we are created for a spiritual purpose, to exalt God more so than to be tempted by the ways of the flesh. That is a fleshly way of thinking. To lie with many women. To lie with women out of wedlock. That is a fleshly way of thinking. That's a carnal-minded way of thinking. That's the old me. You have to sever ties with the demonic strongholds, whichever they may be, that you may have in this new year, in this new season, to get to your blessings. To receive the fruits of your labor 100% spiritually from Yahweh. There's many variables to why your blessings can be blocked. And some may be out of your own control. But the ties that you make spiritually in the demonic strongholds that you hold on to is personally yours to either sever or to continue. In the Bible, Yahweh and Yeshua commands us to honor thy father and thy mother. If you notice, that is the only people in the Bible that we are to honor. That you are required to. So God and Yeshua is telling us what ties are of importance to them. Your father and your mother, that is it. Not your friend's social group, not your work associates, not your ex-girlfriend, from 4 years ago, not your ex-coworker, not your friend you go to the gym with, not your boy, you play 2K with, 5 years, your mother and your father. That is it. That is all you are required to remain connected to honor. This is 2024. 4 years has passed since the world was demonically given over to Satan. Since majority of the world was given over as demonic vessels since 2020. It's been 4 years. This is the time where more people preach the gospel. More people will be activated. Things are starting to physically manifest from the spiritual. The kingdom of darkness has become complacent. They've become comfortable, with their demons and their sinful life and their demonic lives and their lives as demonic puppets, agents of the kingdom of darkness. They've become complacent. And God understands this because he has created them. So he gave them a time limit. There's always a time limit to when the devil can play, so to speak, till God counteracts it. I believe that 3 years was the time limit. 2020 to 2023, and now it is time for a spiritual balance, so to speak, to come into this world, to manifest. You have to understand this. A lot of things will be changing in this year, spiritually. A lot of people will be activated. More people will preach the gospel. More people will get rid of demonic strongholds and join the kingdom of light. But that also means the devil will be busy. He will attack even more. So you have to be ready for the devil's attack. Whatever stronghold that you personally have in your life, whether it may be a sin that you're dealing with, that you're battling with, that you're struggling with, whether it may be a relationship demonically with an agent of Satan, you have to sever it. You have to get rid of it. You have to leave it in 2023. It's time more so now than ever to bear your cross. This is a spiritual warfare. This is a battle. If you are chosen, if the light of this world like I am, it's your purpose to bring others with you. You must take it serious. Me personally, I gave up my social life. The moment I realized I was chosen in my purpose, I gave up my social life completely. I gave up my ties. Years before that, I was already semi-ready for this walk. I'm ready to live the life and the purpose that Yahweh has deemed for me, that Yahweh has set in place for me. Because whatever Yahweh has set in place, man cannot take apart, man cannot hinder you from, man cannot stop you from. Only yourself, only the things that you do and the way that you carry your vessel spiritually can deter it. Meaning demonic connections. If you yourself are living for the kingdom of light, 100%, you have no demonic ties, no soul ties, you're fighting your strongholds, you're fighting your sin, you'll be blessed. You have to remove demonic strongholds and ties from your life completely in this new year. Others like us who love God will be activated. It's time for a spiritual shift. It's time for a spiritual balance. Majority of the world is either demonic vessels or under demonic strongholds. The kingdom of darkness has become comfortable in that. They've become lazy, as narcissists, demonic agents usually do. They become comfortable in their fragment of power, so to speak, that they believe that they have, that they believe that they possess. These people gain a few demons under their spirit, and act, more spiritually higher than Lucifer himself. How they carry their vessel, how they carry themselves heartily. But they do not understand that Lucifer himself is a jealous God, and God as well. God is a jealous God. Yahweh is a jealous God. Lucifer is a jealous God. He is jealous of his own creator, Yahweh. These people, these Freemasons, believe that they're living reminiscent of a God. But the God that you serve is a jealous God. There's no room for other gods. He just has you so wrapped in a spirit of confusion that you do not see it, you do not understand it, you do not spiritually understand it. In the kingdom of darkness, there's no room for any other God but Satan, but Lucifer. But he will give you the keys to be stuck in the spirit of confusion so you not be able to see it. People nowadays think living in sin is reminiscent of a God. That is confusion. That is reprobate-minded. That is what the devil and God has given people over to. We have to make sure that in 2024, you leave whatever demonic agent and agents, maybe agents, that was in your life previously in the past. Sever ties with them completely. And to continue to fight your flesh, to bear your cross, to fight your demonic strongholds. We are fleshly, we're sinful. We'll never be able to totally destroy the battle between us and our flesh. But you have to keep fighting it. That is the only way to be blessed through God. That is the only way to live a godly life. That is the only way to fully get to your purpose, to fully get to your blessings. And like I say, at the end of all my videos, cloak yourself in the armor of God. Prayer is one of your biggest tactics against the devil. It is your personal conversation and connection with God. It's you having a personal conversation with Yahweh. Peace and blessings.